The Lord told me something. He said, when I was only 22 years old, he said, when you complete university, go to Bolgatanga and stay there all your life. And he said, anything I could have given you, and I would have given you in Chicago, in New York, in London, in Paris. If you watch the life of Jesus, he was not holding prayer meetings in public. He was giving instructions. So the man who was born blind, Jesus did not pray with him. Or you don't understand English? Monte Brofo. America for Monte Brofo. Americans, you don't understand English? Is there a prayer meeting in this whole thing? Instruction. Go and wash in the pool of Siloam. Go wash. So I just came here and I stood here and I told some of you, you know what? If you have changed your hotel already, that is fine. But some of you, I just told you, just stay here. It's an instruction. It's an instruction. Some of you, an angel may come and knock at your original door and you are not there. He said, behold, I stand at the door and knock. A parcel will be delivered at the door in which you are. You are supposed to be. And you are not there. Then they ask, why is he not there? He said, heat. Heat. There was too much heat. Lady Joy, can I have this? Any of you who can't sleep, go and look for one of these. Am I preaching? Yes, sir. Instruction. Sometimes we pray long and disobey short. And the short disobedience cancels everything. Many believers don't know, sit here. Jesus went to a wedding feast of Cana. Wine was finished. He didn't say, shall we pray? He said, fill the water pots with water. And this beginning of miracles did Jesus, that he might manifest forth his glory. Your life is full of disobedience and prayer. You pray long, disobey short, and disqualify yourself. What is the point in praying for 3 days when you are going to disobey for 1 second and just cancel the whole thing? Your disobedience will neutralize your prayer no matter how long you pray. This man has been born. This man was born blind. Opportunity has come. Instruction is given. And that word Shalom means by interpretation sent. So Jesus sent him, go watch in the pool of Siloam. And the man went and watched and came back saying, today somebody will obey. You have the opportunity to obey. And when you obey, your healing will come. Obedience. Fill the water pots with water. A man's hand was withered. He could not stretch it out. When Jesus met him, he didn't say, shall we pray? He said, stretch forth your hand. Obedience. It's simple. Launch out into the deep. He said, sir, we have labored all night and we took nothing. Then he added, nevertheless, at thy word, we will let down the net. Obedience. He said, release it. Several years ago, the Lord told me something. He said, when I was only 22 years old, he said, when you complete university, go to Bolgatanga and stay there all your life. And he said, anything I could have given you, and I would have given you in Chicago, in New York, in London, in Paris, in Lagos, in Abuja, in Accra, in Kumasi, I will give it to you in Bolga. I was 22. I understood it. I left uni at the age of 26. I went straight to Bolgatanga. I still live there. From here, I'm going back there. Now I'm staying in Bolgatanga and everything is happening. The Givyat Ha Elohim is happening. That is what you saw on the screen. And it is happening in my village, 14 miles away from Bolgatanga, in a thick village where there's nothing. There is a building we are building. It is called the Har Kadosh. Har Kadosh is an 8-story building, is happening in the same Upper East region at the same time. There is another one we call the Samek House. The offices of our church, Desert Pastures. This one too is happening at the same time. There is a school block we have just finished, and it is called the Desert Pastures International School. This one too has just been completed. Our guests used to come to us in Bolgatanga, and we were not too sure where they would sleep. The Lord led us to build a hotel. It is called the Doxa Court. It's completed. People are sleeping in the Doxa Court here right now. He said, anything I would have given you in Chicago, New York, Paris, London, Sydney in Australia, Accra, Kumasi, Lagos, Abuja, go to Bolgatanga. I will give it to you there. And I can tell you people, I'm sure if I was staying in America, I would never do this. It will not be possible. It will not be possible. Who was that? Timothy. Obedience. 22-year-old boy. I understood it. And I went. Somebody, you came here to receive an instruction. God will tell you to do something. And when you do it, something will break. Something will break. Something will break. Something will break. So Jesus is walking about, and the man, he prays a great while before dawn, and in the morning he just walks about, and it looks like he's just looking for opportunity to give an instruction. 10 lepers, he says, go and show yourself to the priest. On their way, they are cleansed. What is God going to tell you here? There is one of our partners in America. He called me, he said, Daddy, I want to build a church in a village of your choice. I told him, I said, son, we've just built a building, but we've dedicated it to the community. But we need a church in that same village. And that is my father's village in Damolton. He said, Daddy, I will build a church. That is what you are seeing. He and his family have been building this church alone. As I speak to you, he has sent over $100,000 for this thing. One person. They should show us more pictures of this thing. Okay, it's nicer than the one that is sitting here like a signboard. Ladies and gentlemen, obedience. To what extent can you obey God? Sometimes God will tell you, go and fast for 3 days and 3 nights and pray. Like you see, this morning we just had a Zoom meeting, and just after the Zoom meeting, I said we are not eating until 12. Every day throughout this meeting. I'm sure some of you are saying, oh, this guy has trouble.
Precious one, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more videos. Click on the notification bell. Whenever I drop any new video, you'll be the first person to watch. God bless you.